So this right here is an excellent question, and I'm going to answer it right now. So you see I have the two HTVRont heat presses, and I have this one. This is the one that gets so many people's attention because of how different it looks. This is not like any other heat press on the market when it comes, in my opinion, to the design. I love this sleek style of it. So, but when it comes to functionality, I'm going to tell you off bat, I hate to be anticlimactic, but honestly, they do the same thing. It honestly just really comes down to your preference. Like my preference right now is this one because of the fact, like I love this. Look how much it opens up. Look how much clearance that has. So when I'm looking down on a design, I feel like I have the entire thing to look at and not just, and I'll show you on the HTVRont why I say that. So again, this clearance space right here is what I like. Being able to completely open this up, you can get a full angle shot of everything completely. It's even up to the hood. Like if you have hoodies and you're pressing it and you need to press into that, you can roll, and I'll insert a clip where you're rolling in that part of the hoodie, that neck part where it can go straight into this. So that is what I love about this one. When it comes to settings, it's pretty much the same. So they both come with presets. So the ability to preset your temperature and time based on what you choose. So for instance, if I'm doing vinyl on this one, I can go ahead and preset the temperature and the time and the pressure. Again, both of them can do that for that specific vinyl type or that specific function you wanted to do. They also both have really high pressure settings. I think they both go up to 170 pounds of pressure. But again, by the time I record this, I'll have it for sure linked in the description box what their pressure settings are. So that's one of the things, and I can hear it. Like you can hear in the background. I'm actually about to turn it off, but you can hear it. It's much noisier than the HTVRont. And also this is what it means when it says upward motion. It presses your garment up into the heat place instead of pressing it down like the HTVRont does. So that's what it means when it says an upward motion. And this is the first one, or at least it's categorized as the first one on the market as having upward motion to go to the heat place instead of having it come down. And as you can see, this baby is long. So I would say you would have to, I have it on something that sits this way. If I had it coming this way, it's not going to work. So if you don't have it somewhere where you can press and stand in front of it like this, you may have an issue with this machine because again, it's going to project all the way off the wall. So just keeping that in mind if you're kind of conservative like I am on space. So just keep that in mind. This of course is the HYVRont Auto Press. I have the OG and I have the newer one or their second version. And again, pulls out beautiful. And if you see me using this one, it is really not because I prefer one over the other. It's just easier for me to access that one than this one because I have my laser engraver here and it just kind of sits lower. But I do love this heat press. I love, like, there's no complaints. The same thing I said about this one is the same thing I'm gonna say about this one. I just don't feel like taking out, these things are heavy. So they come with the presets, they come with 4. Of course, it's the original auto press. So I absolutely love it. When I talked about the clearance space, like you can still clear this, but this one is harder for hoodies. So if you're doing bulkier items or ones that are like 2X, 3X, 4 plus, this one kind of gets a little convoluted back here because you still want to make sure that the design is centered, and it's a little harder when it's going into this place that you can't really see. So that is my main thing when I say about coming down to the practicality and what you're going to be using your heat presses for. So that is my biggest difference personally between these two. I don't really find there any difference when it comes to the quality of the press versus this one versus this one. They both press really great. They both do an amazing job. They both apply a good amount of pressure. They're both auto. Again, this auto comes down instead of going up. I haven't found a difference between when it goes up and when it comes down. To me, there's no difference really. It's just a different way of doing it. The auto presses, they're great. I love them both. So it really comes down to your personal preference and what you're going to use it for. My biggest thing again is that one or the other. One, convenient, I can just grab it right there. 2, this one doesn't have as much clearance space in the back. I feel like I get a better overhead shot with my SculpFun than with the HTVRont. That's my only thing, but this Still quality, still great, still beautiful. I absolutely love it. And it's more compact. Like I have this on this shelf. It fits way better and easier on a table. So if you're looking for something that's going to be compact and it's going to give you more space, this might be the option that you're going to, especially if you're limited on space. Hopefully that helps. See you in the next video.